It was a soggy August afternoon, and my TV brother Danny and I had just settled into a meeting of the minds in front of a couple of microphones, which were just begging to be inundated with stories of passion, heartbreak, and maybe a few jokes. Little did we know that it would become a mind-bending journey into the psyche of two infinite children. We're just glad you were here to witness. Ladies and gentlemen, this is The Adventures of Danny and Mike, the podcast.
Welcome to the first ever Adventures of Danny and Mike podcast.
We should be live streaming this.
Maybe next time. We'll work up to it. To my right is Michael Morona, who played A. Pete. And to his right is Danny Tamborelli, who also played a Pete.
And is sweating really hard right now.
Say hello,
I'm not
guys.
sweating yet.
Yeah, you are.
Just a little.
You're
It's
sweating.
a little warm in here.
You're sweating.
Well, you know.
Maybe next month when we do it, it'll be cooler.
Maybe someone will spring for air conditioning, Jeremy.
Easy. I can't throw the ball and catch the ball. Hey, welcome to the podcast. We're very glad that you guys are here, and we're very happy to be doing this. It's something we've been wanting to do for a while, and we just sort of got our stuff together to do it. So we're glad you're
You just
here.
sort of brought us here.
We
That's
just
what you did.
But I blindfolded them. I put them in a minivan, and basically.
Not any minivan, a Honda Odyssey. It's favored by the Hasidim.
And
we are in
Immediately
Brooklyn.
We're jumping over lines. So yeah, we came up with the concept for this. The basic idea is that every month I'm going to send these guys on a adventure, either within
An adventure. Let's be grammatically correct about it, would
Send them
you?
on
An adventure.
Exactly. Within the city, outside the city, across the world, as far as we know. I don't know.
Yeah, we'll go to different countries.
I have a passport.
And there's going to be a goal, and we're going to have live interaction with the fans, and we'll be promoting stuff on Twitter and Facebook, and it's going to be fun for all. Each episode, we're going to have a special guest. We're very lucky to have a very talented comedian on our first ever episode.
Danny Tamborelli.
Yeah. No, actually, we're having Kurt Braunohler. He's here today. He'll be in a little later.
I'm sorry, I've never heard that name pronounced out loud. I've only read it. Can you say that again?
Kurt Braunohler. We're also going to do some segments. We can interact with the Twitter community, the Facebook people. If you have questions for us, we invite you to tweet them to us, and we can pick a few and answer them on live on this podcast. And as far as live, I mean recorded.
It's live for us.
It's live for us.
Let's go.
All right, so let's get right into it. Danny and Mike did an event in Portland called the Portland Petesfest, and they went, and this is going to serve as their adventure this month.
We went willingly.
Yeah, we weren't forced like this podcast. That's not true.
That's
we were
not
not
true.
forced.
Jeremy,
into
stop
this at all.
jabbing.
I mean, I could be. I'm more of an Xboxer, so I could Xbox if you could. No, this is for the fans. This is for the people.
Also, your video games are broken.
No, well, did you break them? I hope not. Okay, so the adventure of this month is Portland's Petesfest. Now, this was an event that celebrates the television show The Adventure of Pete and Pete.
The Adventure of Pete and
The
Pete.
Adventure of Pete and Pete.
Have you ever seen the show?
You don't really. Yeah,
Have you ever seen the show?
I'm glad I'm being outed on the very first episode.
Come on, spill it.
I'm older than the Pete and Pete. I didn't grow up watching the Pete and Pete show.
Answer the question, yes or no. Have you ever seen the show?
I've never seen a full episode. I've seen.
my God.
No, maybe I have.
The Adventure of Pete and Pete.
Yeah. I've never seen a full
It says a
episode
lot
of
about
Silk
you,
Stockings,
you know?
but I
I've
still
seen
know.
Silk Stockings.
Yeah, but I still know the plot.
Those stockings, man, they are silky.
Silky.
Yeah. No, but I've never been to Portland, and I've never seen Pete and Pete, so I'm a little
So you should just stop talking, I
I'm gonna
guess, huh?
stop. I'm just gonna push buttons at this point.
Move to Scranton.
So tell me about it. I'd like to know everything about it. I want to know if this adventure was a success. I need you guys to fill me in on what happened from top to bottom, and then I'll give the blessing, I guess.
It started off poorly. Our flight was delayed out of JFK, but you could see that curse as a blessing, as Danny did, because there was an Irish bar right there at the gate.
It's true. Whenever you can start drinking early,
You can.
you can. And usually at an airport, it's very convenient.
And
easy,
expensive.
and very expensive.
I feel like for two guys like you, seeing an Irish bar at an airport, you may have been the reason the plane was delayed. I'm not accusing you. I'm not saying, but I know how you like Irish bars.
No.
I like Irish bars more than airports.
Well, yeah, absolutely more than airports. And an Irish bar in an airport is, that'll do. That'll do, pig.
It's like a diamond ring inside of a fried pig's knuckle. You want the diamond ring, but you gotta eat your way through the pig's knuckle to get it.
I will not be doing that.
Yes, you
Well,
will.
I will
Yes,
not.
you will.
Actually-
if you want us to live together.
And actually, Mike, you did order a wonderful Irish breakfast that, always comes with blood pudding. That's what, that's what it is.
Blood pudding. I read
You
that
could
on
have
the
gotten
menu.
an American breakfast with bacon and sausage.
I read that on the menu and my balls turned to water.
You see, you order it, you eat everything around it, and you leave the blood pudding. You didn't even taste any of it.
I wouldn't even touch that flavor cylinder with the back of my fork. It was so weird looking.
I was very disappointed.
Then we saw a couple of characters who looked like the tracksuit mafia from Hawkeye, and they were broing around really hard, being Russian, and I tried to take pictures of them, but they were always too blurry. Thanks very much, airport bar.
They couldn't speak English either, and they were trying to figure out where they could smoke in JFK, and they were just like, "Can we just smoke here?"
I told
But
them
it
to go
didn't
to
sound like
Hollis.
Hollis, Queens?
Yeah, go to Hollis Hills.
Could smoke there.
So, JFK sounds just like a delight. Like, that sounds like one of the highlights of the trip.
I mean,
no?
it was... if you're going to start an adventure off, you might as well start an adventure off that way.
So we had a couple of drinks.
A couple beers.
Yeah, and then we ate food and got on a plane. And then I have a lot of pictures of Danny touchscreen ordering whiskey on the plane. That's
Right.
actually...
well, because once you start drinking in the airport, you might as well continue onto the plane once
yeah.
you're there. I mean, why... You spend all that money for a couple beers, you might as well spend more money on a couple whiskey drinks.
She takes a whiskey drink. She takes a lager drink.
Listen, no Chumbawamba on this
Chumbawamba?
podcast, because, you know what, I just don't feel right about it.
Did we have anyone weird sit with us on the way there?
We had a cute little girl that was
I
hanging
saw that.
out.
We'll have that picture on the website. What's a website? We'll have that picture on the website. www.theadventuresofdanielmike.com. We'll have photos of the entire adventure from start to
Yeah, we
beginning,
documented a lot
every
of
minute
stuff
on the hour.
for you, the listener.
Correct.
Or you, the reader, in case you're listening to this by Braille, if you're deaf.
Wow, they have that?
Yeah, it's a tick tape.
It's pretty cool.
That is pretty cool.
Yeah, I invented it.
I don't think that's you don't have to lie to us. We're friends.
No, but she had no idea. She was too young for Pete and Pete. She had no idea.
See,
that she
she's in
was
the
sitting
bubble.
next to.
She's in the same bubble I am. I'm outside the
yeah,
bubble.
but she's more
Are you-
attractive
you're not-
than you,
yeah,
and probably
I would have
under
to
the age of 21.
Guys, if you can go on the website and look at this picture, I want you to judge that for yourselves.
And see
She's
that
more attractive
we're gonna
than
get-
you.
we're-
Jeremy is
we're
not
gonna
an
give a
attractive
split
man
screen.
woman.
Well, I would like to think I'm a very attractive man woman.
Just when
If
you
I put-
decide which one.
Very attractive
were to
woman.
if I were to put a wig on, I could. I mean,
Easily pass for a woman, man.
yeah, man,
All jokes aside, it's true.
it's true.
It's true.
So go on, keep going.
We got off the plane at some point, and we met Rachel, and who organized a heck of a Pete and Pete festival. And
The Pete's Fest.
She drove us to Portland, which kind of looks like a really friendly, small, rural San Francisco. Rural. Mm-hmm. And there was a heat wave at the time, so everyone was walking down the street, and I had been warned that everyone might be prostitutes, so I really didn't know how to look at anybody.
Right, because they didn't know how to deal with this heat wave, because it was freaking hot.
Yeah.
Hot as shit out there.
See, I've never been to Portland. I always feel like, in my mind, this is how Portland is. It's very green and wet. It's sort of everyone wears flannel. Nirvana is on every station. Everybody still has blonde hair down to their shoulders. I don't. Maybe I'm wrong.
That is believable.
It is. I mean, in my mind, Seattle is
actually Portland.
Yeah, that's
Seattle and Portland.
Seattle is Portland.
I'm looping Seattle and Portland together. It's horrible.
Racist.
I'm gonna go to
Pacific
Seattle
Northwest
one of these days.
hater.
I'm gonna go. I love the Pacific Northwest.
Well, you don't know much about it, it seems.
So, Mike, what happened when you arrived?
I wasn't feeling so well, and I went and threw up while we were in the bar.
In the bar? In
the bathroom of the bar, yes.
Yeah.
I don't usually throw up on the bar.
What? I mean, the last time you did it, it sort of ruined that bar mitzvah.
You shouldn't have hired a Gentile in the first place.
No.
That's what you get.
That's what you get.
So, I brushed my teeth after that, and we went...
You brushed your teeth?
Ugh.
Yeah, I brushed my teeth at least once while we were in Portland.
Here's the thing, though.
After you puked or before you puked?
Do you rinse a lot after you puke and then brush your teeth? Or
Yes.
you just go right in it with your toothbrush? Because to me...
No.
That's
You
disgusting.
have to swish a few times.
I think it's disgusting anyway if after you puke you brush your teeth. I don't know.
You think that's gross to do that?
Yeah, talk to Keith Richards.
Ugh. You gotta do that.
Keith Richards is my homeboy.
You just get another toothbrush, man.
That's my point. Is that you're
somebody
going to
smells really good? Did you just
probably
open up a fragrance packet or something?
That's not a real thing.
Yeah.
Fragrance packets.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I want to hear more about Portland.
After you puked, we went back to the hotel, hung out for a little while, and the entire time we kept being told that we have to go to all these strip clubs.
Everybody we met in Portland was a tipster for a strip club. If you stayed in contact with them if you gave them eye contact for more than 10 seconds, they told you about a strip club.
Are you telling me that...
That's true.
Are you telling me that Portland is full of stripper tipsters?
Strip tipsters.
Stripper tipsters.
That's all they do. Is their source of income is to give tips to strip club customers, which I am not.
Wait,
well, we did go once.
Explain that to me.
What?
Would give tips to strip club customers?
I mean, you're in a conversation with anybody in Portland for any amount of time, and if anything comes up besides the weather, it's going to be strip clubs and which one you should go to.
Yeah, and everybody has their own opinion on the best one, and everyone will tell you whichever one someone said, oh, you should go to that one. They're like, oh, no, that's not the one. So it was like this constant flow of like, no, that's not the good one.
Yeah, it's kind of like Tuvan throat singers in Tuva, you know what I mean? They're all such fucking specialists about their thing.
Well,
I mean, now I'm really looking forward to going to Portland.
Seattle's nice too, you jerk.
Oh. Yeah. We'll talk about Seattle when we go there. In episode 10.
Episode 10, Seattle. We're there.
We walked around Portland and came up upon the soccer stadium, which was just a few blocks from the hotel. And the thing is like built into the side of a hill downtown. You could just walk and all of a sudden you're looking into a stadium. This is not something that we're used to. Being from the Northeast, where stadiums are built on top of mountains and surrounded by parking.
Yeah, but now when you walk down the street up here in Brooklyn and you hit the Barclays Center,
fuck that thing. Arena. Fuck that thing. Fuck your teams. Fuck
just
everybody who plays there.
because my team went from Jersey to Brooklyn and I still support them.
And they couldn't buy class on the way. You went from Jersey to Brooklyn today, but you had an easy pass. That's how you got here.
Oh, man.
Sports, guys.
It was really interesting. We noticed one night a couple of Portland soccer fans going down the street in their silly green uniforms, and I mentioned to the locals that I would go out there and mention the name of my local sports team, and they said, don't. You'll get beaten up. They didn't say it like that, but they meant it.
I couldn't see anyone in Portland hurting a fly, personally.
I saw a fly pushing people around, actually, because everyone was scared of him.
You know, I like those Trailblazers. I think they're a team to watch. I'm putting it out there.
Thanks, Larry King. Anyway, moving on.
What else happened on Friday? We drove by the marquee of the place that we were playing and had the big Petesfest right on top. And then sandwiched in between Petesfest and 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea
was a documentary title called How to Make Money Selling Drugs.
Which I thought was fucking hilarious.
It's actually a very heavy film, guys.
Well, I haven't seen it.
Then we did the sound check. That was good.
Sound check was good.
We met the awesome musicians that we played with here in Portland. There was Ryan. There was Joey. And there was Keats.
Keats.
DJ Magic Keats.
We had Voodoo Donuts.
Ooh.
Voodoo Donuts, thanks a lot.
For us.
Thanks very much. I'm going to wear the t-shirt.
I do enjoy the t-shirt that says the magic is in the hole.
I'm going to wear the t-shirt, but I'll do it ironically at work. Where it's starting to get dirty.
What we did see the first night was a lot of people dressing up as my tattoo.
Yep.
There were a few petunias. There was the classic petunia, and then there like some suicide girl like
petunia.
Yeah, there was steampunk petunias.
Yep.
And a bunch of people that had forearm tattoos of petunia for real.
Yeah.
What's with those people?
I don't know. They do that. It's for life. That's Pete and Pete for life. And I guess we're Pete and Pete for life.
Dude, you're in the same boat as that tattoo.
Ironic and faded?
I wasn't going to be a dick about it, but yeah.
So we did end up going to a strip club.
Ooh, this is what I want to hear. This is what I'd love to hear. My basis for strip clubs is a strip club in Sunset Park, Brooklyn, called Peyton's Playpen. And this is, other than Vegas, this is the only strip club I've ever been to. And I don't know if you got any of the listeners have ever been to the Sunset Park strip club.
No.
But it's a joy to be had by all.
Yeah, well, this wasn't the same at all.
Yeah.
I can guarantee you that. We went to this place called Mary's.
The oldest place in Portland.
And
Mary's is the oldest strip club in Portland?
No, it's the oldest place, period.
The oldest, like...
it's just the oldest thing in Portland that there is.
Really?
No, I don't know that.
And it was dark and it was crowded. And
there was one teeny little stage, and on the stage was the jukebox, and the stripper got to put whatever music she wanted on by grabbing her dollars from the stage, putting it in, and then picking what song she wanted to dance to, which I thought was pretty classy.
Yeah,
I like that, instead of having a DJ
instead of having
maybe
the
she
added
doesn't like
expense of paying a DJ.
I like that you take the stripper's feelings into account.
I mean,
the only guy who smelled really bad in Portland was hanging out in that strip club.
Just like doing laps around the place.
Yeah.
He got around more than anyone except the strippers.
Really?
Yeah.
So there were three strippers there, all on, they would come out on the same stage, and it was so small, there wasn't it wasn't like girls walking around like asking for lap dances or anything like that. It was just like everyone was just sort of watching the entertainment and
it seemed
drinking
weird.
beers and just sort of hanging. It was like almost like cabaret style. It was not like what I was imagining this Portland strip club to be.
No Liza Minnelli.
No, but they're all the three women were very beautiful, and the last girl that danced, she was gathering all of her money up off the stage, butt naked, walks off the stage, Mike's in the corner. She goes over to her friend.
What do you mean I'm in the corner? I'm in a strip club. I'm sitting.
Hand check.
I'm
Where were your hands?
I'm sitting on the tabletop. On the table.
He was sitting on the tabletop, hands underneath his butt. Excuse me, wasn't allowed to touch. No touching. And what? That's how I remember it, man. I don't know. Am I missing something?
Seems kind of subjective.
Well,
we locked eyes, this stripper and I. Mm-hmm. And in that moment, she knew. She knew by the tubby redheaded kid next to me that we used to be a television pair.
Really?
In that moment, she knew. And all this...
All in her birthday suit, holding all this money, like dropping out of her hands.
All this understanding passed between us in the space of like a second or less.
And then immediately the lights went on, and they're like, "Everybody out!
Oh God,
get out!"
Stupid. Really?
Uh-huh.
I was hoping she'd look both of you in the eyes and just say, let's get out of here. that would have been a good.
We might have both been thinking that,
ending.
But it didn't happen that way. The lights went on.
I mean, it's called a Pete
we were
sandwich
told
for
to leave.
anybody.
Let's not.
For anybody that's
Desperately
That could have been
lonely
a great
and
one.
hates people.
every adventure involves a Pete sandwich.
Please no, Jeremy.
Well, also while we were in there, we had this tag along, and
Jeffrey.
he was really, really annoying.
Jeffrey was asking us questions all night as we went from bar to bar, but Jeffrey recommended that we go to Mary's, and then didn't stop asking questions once we got
Wouldn't
to
look
a
at the
strip
girls
club.
at all, and was trying to talk to us while we were trying to enjoy the show.
I wouldn't say enjoy.
Well,
I'm more of an anthropologist when it comes to...
Okay, well, it was an anthropological experiment.
No. You were enjoying the show.
I was enjoying the show.
I'm saying.
I
was
like
just not enjoying Jeffrey next to me asking me questions about things.
No, and then he started accosting one of the creators of the show who was out with us, and got him
No,
in
he
some-
wasn't. He's married. He was not there.
Well,
But
I think he
You
was
didn't say
there,
which
and I
one.
won't say his name.
Yeah.
They're both
But he was
married.
getting-
Ha-ha.
Now they're both in deep shit.
Well, sorry guys. And this guy just wouldn't shut the fuck up. Just constant talking in his ear. I had to go beeline it over and just tell him to shut up.
Oh, I never told him.
Get in the
anything.
middle. Hey man, there's a show going on here. And it's a fine show. And you should be watching the show. And why aren't you watching the show? And please stop
Because
talking
you
to
guys
me.
were the show.
He was
apparently.
asking us about, Mark Mulcahy's grooming and
Like, really
music,
weird questions.
esoteric music note selections.
We got out of there. We ditched him. Went back to the hotel. Got a good night's sleep.
Very proud of you guys for doing that. Let me
Try to
ask-
get up, be ready for the day for Saturday. You had to do it all over again, the same show again.
You work hard and you play hard.
Didn't happen.
Well, here's my question. Being that I've never been to Portland, are the girls in the strip club like Suicide Girls? Are they tattooed up and gorgeous and
Yes.
Yes.
A lot of them were like that. I would feel like that was like the stereotype
Yeah.
for
I think
for
we only
your
went
stripper.
to one strip
think-
club.
No, but we had people who were at the show, and then before the show we'd have a little like meet and greet, and then after the show there was like we were all just hanging out and people just stuck around and didn't leave. And we ended up meeting a lot of people who were also strippers and were trying to get us to go to their strip club because they were stripping.
That was you, and those two women would not leave you alone.
I was trying to group us into it together.
It's
Also,
good to
they
be
were
in
like
the game.
true.
Yeah. Also, they were like your height. It was perfect.
Yes. It's fine with me.
Your height is basically like my height too. I don't know what I'm
Yeah.
talking about.
5'8". It's a great height.
So you guys are a
Really, you're 5'8"?
perfect couple.
Yeah.
I'm working on that still.
Really? Well, maybe I'm 5'7".
No, my
I just
license
lied.
says 5'8", but I'm not 5'8".
Everybody's license says 5'8".
Yeah, it's true.
So the show itself was I mean
It didn't
I,
suck.
That's the main thing. I saw some videos, some YouTubes of it. I think it looked like it
Yeah,
was,
I thought it went off pretty well. It was cool. We had we did some scene readings and stuff, and had
See, that's how it was the last one we went. L.A. Where was the last one? we went
in
to?
San Francisco we did
San Fran. San Fran, I thought
readings too.
was great because of the scene readings. Like that. I think that's a great
Yeah,
format.
I like doing that. That was
Yeah.
fun. We brought some people up from the audience to play different characters.
We had some cool local Portland actors, including one of the organizers of Trek in the Park, and
I gave a guy a shot to do a bunch of Little Pete insults, which I thought was pretty
Oh,
funny
that's
too.
just a random from the crowd.
Just a random from the
That's
crowd.
awesome.
He was dressed like Little Pete, so I
You had to.
I had to.
Yeah, I think that's very nice. So after the show, how long did you stay in town hanging out, or did you leave?
Well, we had
4 hours.
Yeah, we had Sunday. We left on Sunday, and everything was Friday and Saturday. So
Okay.
we pretty much packed everything into Friday and Saturday.
Right. And what about after the show? Was that a? I guess that was what we were.
It was a
after the show on
raucous
Friday,
sleaze
we went
fest.
to the strip club. The show happened on Saturday, and afterwards there was like an after party that we went to for a while, and sort of got lost in the bar.
Yeah, Danny got kidnapped by strippers.
Well, yeah, so what?
I learned a lot about the...
If you're going to be kidnapped by anybody...
Yeah, any group of people that you want to be...
Why would you want anyone else but strippers?
Because they can't feed you.
I guess I would like to be kidnapped by the wild things from where the wild things are. Because they seem really awesome and they can do like jumps and flips. But strippers are obviously ahead of them. Not far, but they are ahead of them.
I mean, that's a strong 2.
It's a strong second.
I'm thinking about
second place.
What the first thing would be.
You guys are all wrong. You should be kidnapped by robots.
Why robots?
See, I think robots are...
They're never going to take your food. They're always awake if you need to talk.
Yeah, but they're so strong.
Yeah, and you don't know.
If you need to get away from a stripper,
you throw a dollar bill over there.
Yeah, just say here. Yeah, it's the old bait and switch. All right. Yeah, I guess you're right. Strippers are higher on the... Don't punch me, Mike. This is where the physical aggression comes in.
Don't let him do that to you.
I know I'm not.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jeremy is a scared sort of soul. If you put your arm up, you put your fist up like that, he immediately thinks that he's going to get hit.
Absolutely not true.
And
no, I'm just kidding. That was fake, guys. Well, to me, and let me just make this
everyone
assessment.
Really bored.
Let me just make this assessment. I feel like... Well, what did you guys learn from the trip? What have you
I think the
taken away?
podcast is going well so far. I mean, we're about a half hour in. We've recorded some
less.
things. We've talked about, different adventures that we had.
We're knocking the rust off.
We went on a Saturday adventure to a place to have brunch. That was a sausage place.
Yeah,
Ooh.
we went to Olympic Provisions.
Yeah, Olympic Provisions. That place was awesome.
Toby knows the owner. Toby Huss knows the owner. What's the owner's name?
Toby 1?
Toby 1? Toby 2?
You don't know the owner's name?
I can't remember.
Anyway, thanks for brunch. You were really cool, and you showed us your sausage factory and all the meat sticks dangling in your oven.
That's right, and we have 7 seconds of video of that you can find
On our website at
Stupid.
Marona'sMeatShack.net.
It's been done. It's been done.
All right, so I guess what did you...
We learned that...
Give me a recap. What did you learn from Portland? Why would you go back? How, you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Stop talking about strippers, please.
I'll say 3 things that have nothing to do with strippers that I liked about Portland.
Okay.
But this is what I have to say to the city of Portland. Stop talking about strippers.
No, I liked going to Olympic Provisions a lot because I thought it was just a fun little excursion to do. I think the people of Portland are super nice and really friendly, and all they want to do is show you a good time.
If it involves going to a strip club.
I didn't say that, Mike.
But they have a one-track mind.
Well, they have a one-track mind. That's true. They just want to send you to the best strip club so you will have the best time.
People of Portland.
God bless them for
Which
that.
is really,
it's
it's something to be said about that.
Honestly, people of Portland, I thought you were more progressive than that.
Here in Park Slope, they're just more worried about you not shitting on their tree squares
In between
and flower pots.
in between their cars.
And dog, yeah. Like, I would much rather have somebody stop me.
And
on
I
the
said,
street.
look,
by the
lady,
way, Mike, how's that going for you?
Yeah, when I find a place to live, I'll stop shitting on your bumper. It's not funny.
All right, so Mike, what about you? Give me your rundown. Wrap it up.
I was born in Brooklyn. I went to elementary school in Brooklyn until I was 9. We moved.
Skip forward.
Sorry, till I was 8.
Skip forward 5 years.
In 10th grade, I met my first serious girlfriend.
Go back 2 years.
In 8th grade, I did very poorly in biology.
Skip to your 16th birthday.
A Nightmare on Elm Street. A Nightmare on Elm Street.
Now skip to the day after Portland and explain to me why you liked it.
Oh, I had such a headache, and we booked an early flight, and there were
No, never do that.
There
Midday,
were no
man.
people.
Midday.
There were no people at all on the highway in Portland going to the airport, and we were like, "What happened to all the people in Portland? Are they dead?" And someone was like, "No, it's Sunday."
Yeah, that's weird. Anywhere outside New York and LA, I feel like Sundays are weird. I mean,
It's that day of rest.
yeah.
I heard
yeah.
the Bergen County Blue Laws might get knocked out.
Oh, I hope so. For my family's sake. Everyone wants to buy beer on Sundays, you know?
Oh, right.
But you can drive. Not that you'd ever want to go to New Jersey, but you can drive there on Sunday. If you want to.
Maybe that'll be an adventure.
That is...
Try to find beer in New
That's
Jersey on a
number-
Sunday. Adventure number 14. Well, listen.
Honestly.
I didn't learn anything that I didn't already know about Portland, except the people are even nicer than you might expect, and all the girls have cat's eye glasses and vintage dresses, and I love them all.
That's good to know. I think
It's true.
I'm sold. You had me at strip. You didn't have to finish the sentence and say club. You had me at strip.
Yeah.
All right. Well, being the judge, jury, and executioner of your adventures, I would like to officially grade this one and say it was
With a
an
yawn.
absolute. I give it 3 yawns. No, I give it an absolute
Yawn.
success. Great work, guys. Let's put a clapping sound effect right there. Nice work.
So, Kurt, we
Yeah.
went to Portland.
Yeah, I heard you went to Portland.
It was fun.
Yeah.
We enjoyed ourselves.
How big was the festival? Like, what happened? What happens at the festival? Was that
Well,
big? Like, what happened? You guys do a
was
panel, definitely, right?
sort of a
Definitely a
panel.
panel.
We stood almost the whole time. There was almost no sitting.
Okay.
And we read some. I think of a panel as like you're sitting.
Yeah,
you
you
can
sit
cross
down.
your legs
Yeah.
and whatever.
And people ask you questions. I bet you there was a lot of question asking.
There was some question asking.
There's not a lot though.
Yeah, it was more like we read some scenes.
Okay.
And like sort of just kind of.
Some people came up from the audience.
So the dude who I remember meeting the guy who created Pete and Pete. What's his name?
Did you meet him in a bathhouse?
Yeah.
Oh, then that's Will.
Okay, yeah.
Will McRobb.
Will McRobb. He created another thing, a TV show. Did it ever happen called Radio Nutley? Do you
Yes.
guys remember?
Yes, that was also on Noggin, I believe.
Did it exist? So it did exist.
Yeah,
But it didn't get a cult following like Pete and Pete, I guess.
I think it was based on the fact that we were in Nutley for locations on the last season of Pete and Pete, and he was way into still going to suburbia.
He
And-
couldn't get away from that golf course.
And,
Yeah.
and Dan's
Driving
character
range.
had his own radio show in a couple of the episodes,
Okay.
right?
Yeah, Wart Radio.
Well, didn't you have...
WART.
Wart.
Wart Radio. Come on.
Well, wasn't it a thing in more than one episode, or was it just one episode?
No, it was. I think it was more than one. The Hard Days Pete was the big one, the big episode with that.
Well, I think we talked about this before. Oh, we talked about it on my show, actually, when you guys were on, about the, I think it was the Nightcrawlers episode, where you guys stay up all
stayed up
night?
for
where it's
11
like
nights.
essentially it's the acid episode, right?
Well, there's 2 acid episodes.
Right,
there's
that's right.
the sleep deprived one,
And-
which is the Nightcrawlers
Yeah,
one, for
and then
sure.
what's the other one?
The other one is
The
with
baseball episode
with
with the
Orange
brain
Lazarus.
the brain freeze.
Yeah.
That was the one that got them in trouble with Nickelodeon.
Oh,
They're like,
really?
what do you mean?
So
It's
here's
just
my question
kids.
though, and I brought this up, and I want it to be on the record. Is that Little Pete's character says, "Why do we have to go to bed at 9? Why not 9:11 or 9:42?" And you
damn
do say
conspiracy.
9:11.
I do
He
say
does.
9/11.
You say
I do.
9/11
I know,
years,
I know.
years before
I know.
tragedy struck our
Well,
country.
Danny Tamborelli is Nostradamus.
Yeah.
Of this generation.
9/11. You said it so specifically.
Yeah, he
too.
really
I know.
enunciated
Yeah.
it.
9/11
Or
or 9:42.
Do you still remember? Do people bring that up to
What's
you?
the difference between 30 minutes anyway?
You're,
Yeah.
you're the only person I've ever heard bring it up.
Right.
No,
Okay. Good.
that's
no,
not true.
people have brought it up to you.
Yeah. It
Really?
has been brought up, and I'm sure it's documented online as well.
That show is so important to me.
Has it been debunked?
Little Pete, man, he thought he figured out 9/11. or it's Danny Tamborelli. He caused 9/11. Oh, great.
Get that on your shoulders now.
Yeah, that's a lot of weight.
So, like, how long? What the festival was? A day? 2 days?
It was 2 nights.
Two
It
nights.
was a Friday, Saturday at the Hollywood Theater, which was actually a movie theater.
Okay.
So like the top like where the stage was like very like tall and shallow.
Okay, yeah.
So it wasn't really like set up for what we would normally do.
Yeah.
But it was awesome because they could show clips on this massive movie screen.
Nice.
And from where we were looking, they were all keystoned because we were looking from so close.
Yeah.
The screen looked like that from where we were standing, so everyone had triangle heads.
And it was awesome too because we shot that show all on film, so seeing it huge was like awesome as opposed to like
It was
video.
It was on film.
16 millimeter film.
Holy shit, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's like paper money.
Oh yeah, no shit, right?
That's paper money.
So what was that, 1993?
3 to 5.
1993 to 95. That's crazy. I guess people still shot TV shows on film back then.
They hadn't heard of video cameras or anything.
I mean, like, that's kind of crazy.
Well, I'm sure they were shooting stuff on video.
Oh, they
were
definitely
just
were, but
super cool.
but a lot of TV shows did shoot on film.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
If they wanted to make it look beautiful.
And it did. It brought me back. Like,
has Michael Stipe been to a fest yet?
No.
He should show up.
We'll do Atlanta, right? Or Athens. We can do Athens.
Michael Stipe, Iggy Pop, and Michelle Trachtenberg.
All have standing invites.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They never show up.
Look at that.
I always
What
leave
about the lady from the B-52s?
Kate Pearson?
Yeah.
I always leave a ticket at the box office for her.
It's so sad. He always drops that one.
There's an envelope that says blind redheaded woman. I leave it at the.
I told you I wrote a spec script for when I was like 16. We wrote a spec script for Pete and Pete, and I think we mailed it to Will. It just involved, I think, who's the strongest man in the universe?
Artie?
Artie? You said Toby? Did you just say Toby?
That's his name. Toby? Yeah, that's his name.
He was just thinking of a friend.
No. That's his real name, okay? I don't say, hey, look, it's Big Pete over here. Hey, it's the IFC bunk host.
I'm talking about a character, though, on the television show.
He's talking about Toby. I mean Artie.
Where Artie goes to Singapore and spits on the ground and then gets caned.
Oh, that's perfect.
And Will didn't like that? I wonder why Will didn't pick that up.
I mean, I don't even know if we mailed it. I don't know where the fuck we mailed it to. I mean, we were stoned the whole time. Someone could have just put it in an envelope and threw it on the ground. And we were like, mailed it, done.
Draw a postage stamp on it.
Let's see what happens.
I don't know if we could have afforded the location scouting for that episode, let alone the location. Sorry, we're all going to have to get on a canoe.
Yeah, to get there. A sea canoe. It'll be a sea canoe at least.
A catamaran, a little double hull action.
I wonder what the craft service table is like in a Singapore shoot. Like, is there Twizzlers? Is there like... Do they have awesome...
Shrimp crackers.
And in Singapore itself, I bet you it's the same.
Really?
Yeah, I bet you there's all...
And
Twizzlers, why are Twizzlers... Nobody fucking eats Twizzlers, and they're at every crafty table in the world.
They're always stale.
They're always very stale.
Did you do that thing where you would turn a Twizzler into a soda straw as a kid?
Oh, yeah.
Like last week?
No.
Okay, so it's all in the past.
It's all in the past, yeah.
What was the best? What was the best soda to drink through a
Coke.
Twizzler? It was, right?
Yeah, right.
I could always.
It's a cherry Coke.
I was just imagine it like eating away the inside of the Twizzler as you drank it, and I was like, "Yeah, that's ending up in me."
Soda as you go.
Yeah, I was like, "That's inside me."
Yeah, kids really like, get that weird shit inside me. Ectoplasm, gushers, all that shit. They have like stuff now. It's just like just a tube of sugar, and you just that's what we had
too.
They're
pixie sticks, they're
pixie
sweet.
Sticks.
No, it's more sophisticated now because it's called something healthy.
Yeah.
And then you take the pixie sticks that became Smarties, and then the kids then are breaking them down into pixie sticks
and snorting them like assholes,
or smoking them.
Yeah. Wait, that's a new thing, right? Is that a
kids
new thing?
Today, that's what happens.
Is that a new thing now?
I don't know.
My
kids
grandma did that a lot.
Yeah.
Just sort of on the weekends.
They want to be cool, think that they're smoking cigarettes, so they crush up Smarties, and then they like.
You're losing me.
I don't know.
Will you burn them? Now they're burning it?
No, they just like they make it powder, and then they just like inhale it and blow it out, and it looks like, oh, they're exhaling smoke.
Oh, really?
That seems like a lot of work.
It seems like, but fun work.
Yeah, we used to get
It
those.
kind of feels like it's like making meth kind of work.
Yeah, I'm gonna paint this fence.
Yeah, but what about the gum cigarettes? They used to have the
with
the sugar,
And
then you could blow it out.
blow smoke out.
Yeah.
Why would you go to all the trouble of crushing Smarties?
That's what I'm saying.
Because they made those candy cigarettes illegal.
See?
Yeah.
You can get them in
Take
Delaware.
things away from the kids.
I bet you they can get them in Delaware. No ways.
You can get almost anything.
Fucking Delaware.
Yep.
Delaware can go fuck itself. If you live in Delaware, you're an asshole.
You hear?
Fuck Delaware. Delaware's the smallest state in the union, and just to drive, the only thing it is like a roadblock, and then you have to drive through, and it costs $8.
$8 to get
$4
through.
in, $4 out.
Easy Pass owns you.
Yeah, it's like we don't have sales tax. Yeah, but you got $8
Tolls.
to drive-through rate, dicks.
All of your ancient
But Rehoboth
windows.
is lovely. I really like Rehoboth.
Yeah, Rehoboth
Rehoboth
Beach.
in the fall
Oh.
is the place I want to be.
Kurt, we'll always have Rehoboth in the fall.
Route
you
1.
and I.
Yeah.
Route 13. Nothing in between.
So
You guys got real quiet when I badmouthed Delaware. You got uncomfortable.
We're all from Delaware.
I'm from. No, I'm not from.
We were all conceived.
from Delaware.
We were all conceived along that highway in Delaware.
We're all from
Delaware, bros.
That fucking hurt, man. Don't trash mode to Delaware, okay?
Those dudes were a bunch of DBs.
Delaware, bros.
Total Delaware bros.
So I still can't get off of talking about strippers in Portland. Did you
Okay.
find that? Did you find that when you went to Portland that people were like very eager to tell you that Portland is the city that has the most per capita and which one to go to, and like
They, I heard that my first time going, and then I drove in. And I was like, I saw a strip club, and they said like that they had food, and I was hungry and needed to eat. And I was like, oh, should I eat at this strip club? And then I was like, no, you know what? It's creepy. Like, I don't want to be the dude, eating alone at a strip club. So I like park and I go around the corner and I find a taco place.
You find somebody and ask them to come into the store.
So I just got a stranger to eat. So I go around the corner and I go into this taco place and I eat some tacos. They're very good tacos. Then I'm like, where's your bathroom? They're like, oh, right back there. And then I walk to go to the bathroom, and the bathroom is in the strip club that's next door. Wow. So, and the food that I'd seen advertised is the tacos that I'm eating, just directly next door to where I'm eating them are all the strippers. And so I ended up at the strip club. And that's the thing about Portland. Like, you're just going to end up at a strip club and you're not going to mean to.
it just happens.
I meant to go to this vegan bakery, but
I know. And then you go to the bathroom through a door, and then all of a sudden you're in a strip club. But a lot of them were just like bars with a pole.
Yeah, we went to this one, Mary's, that was just like that. It was like just one little small stage.
island.
Nobody like walking
Was it,
around.
and
like,
she's
hey, wanna lap
topless?
dance?
Is she
Full.
topless?
Oh, Mary's
Fully
topless.
nude?
Yeah.
Fully nude?
Yeah.
Fully nude.
Well, she was wearing soccer
But you
socks.
couldn't,
Yeah,
like,
she did have
touch
soccer
her.
socks
Of
on.
course she did. It's Portland. But you couldn't touch her or anything. Like, she's behind a...
She was on stage. Nobody came by.
Plexiglass.
There was a Pope mobile.
You can touch it. You can touch her if you wanted to, but you'd probably get kicked out immediately.
Oh, yeah.
Afterwards,
Some
Or
guy
beat
took
up
a
or
picture and he got it. She threw his dollars back at him. Some
Took
guy
a picture of her?
I was like, what an
You
idiot.
take a picture in a strip club.
And then she gave him his money back. That's weird.
Yeah. It's kind of like Grand Theft Auto where you could kill the hookers.
Oh,
Take
here,
it,
take
you
it
go.
back.
Take it back. There's a place in Philadelphia like that called Dolphin. Has anybody been to Dolphin?
No.
Any of your listeners?
Never.
It's it's like just girls from the neighborhood just come by and take their clothes off and walk up and down on the bar.
Really?
Yeah. It just but it's
anyone
like
can
it
walk
happens
in and
all the
just do
time.
it?
It's informal.
I think so. It's very informal.
It's informal,
You
okay.
see them walk in, then they just take their clothes off and they get up on the bar and walk around naked for a little bit, and everybody throws
And
money
they
at
just
them.
peace out.
And then they
when
get back
have
and they put their
enough.
clothes on. They leave.
That's the life.
I mean, if you got to find a way to pay your power bill,
Yeah.
you know what I mean, on a Saturday.
It's a terrible way to
4 p.m.
pay any other bill. But
Just
the
your
power
power
bill.
Yeah.
And
I just had my gas turned off because I just didn't pay my gas bill. My
That
gas
adds
just
up
got
over a while.
Yeah, it probably does.
But
I
you live in
haven't-
LA, right? So you don't have to use it.
No, do you know what? So weird, shocking. I've been colder in Los Angeles in the wintertime than I ever was in New York City.
Come back.
Because they have no insulations in
Right.
the walls.
Right.
And the heating system sucks. It's just a wall of fire in the corner near the bathroom.
One little spot.
I'm not kidding. It's a wall of fire in a corner. And it's just behind like a little tiny piece of like metal. and it doesn't heat anything up.
The rest of the apartment.
I think,
My
I've
girlfriend
seen a Vine with that.
Yeah.
With your fireplace in the bathroom.
In the bathroom.
Yeah.
I have a fireplace in my toilet. Yeah. It's so weird. It's super weird.
That sucks.
I know.
They're gonna insulate houses better, I think,
Yeah.
in the future.
Someday.
Yeah.
I mean, if I
cutting
didn't
corners.
live in such a shitty house, that's a problem, probably.
Did you move to Venice? Dan really wants to live in Venice.
Dan. Because you surf, right, Dan?
Oh, yeah, dude. You didn't know?
Yeah, I think we talked about it, right?
Oh, dude, I surf every day.
No, you don't. See,
No,
all of a sudden
I
he's
don't.
lying. You don't surf at
No,
all.
no.
Then why are you moving to Venice?
220 pounds. I ain't going surfing.
He loves
surf?
He loves to wake and surf. He's a big wake and surf guy.
I like surf and turf.
Okay.
So, I mean, we almost got that. No, I like just like being by the beach.
Yeah, I like being by the beach, too.
I do hate the
But I don't know
commute anywhere
anybody-
else, and no one wants to come and hang out with you.
No one wants to
either.
hang out with you in
Hey,
Venice.
I'm in Venice. So
Yeah,
what?
I'm not even going to come over.
I'm in Los Feliz. Fuck off.
I know, it's kind of like if everyone who you liked lived in Inwood and you lived in like a Bed-Stuy.
Oh.
You know?
Yeah.
Like where it's just like, it's going to take me an hour and a
But
half to come to
Bed-Stuy
your
had a
house.
beach.
Yeah, but Bed-Stuy had a beach. Yeah, exactly.
Bed-Stuy does have a beach.
Does it?
Tar Beach up on the roof.
Tar Beach? Why is Bed-Stuy popular now? Can't believe it.
Because it's cheaper.
The G-Train. Fuck the G-Train.
G-Train is...
You've really alienated a lot lot of people tonight. The whole state of Delaware.
Fuck Delaware. Fuck Bed-Stuy. Fuck the
the
G-Train.
G-Train.
Venice can suck a dick, too.
I actually really like Venice. I would live there if I knew
If it wasn't so
one
goddamn
person.
far away.
If I knew one person who lived in Venice.
Venice to
Well,
me
maybe,
seemed
maybe
like...
that means I should really move there then.
Exactly.
Yeah, look at that.
Interesting.
Interesting.
I moved for you, Kurt.
Don't let it hold you
My
back.
girlfriend really does want to move to the beach. I would love to live at the beach.
It's fucking
I
nice.
just have to get to the point where like I don't want to see anybody anymore. Once I'm there,
You're
fine,
there-
move
you're
to-
there.
I'm there.
Yeah.
Once I'm totally comfortable just never leaving my house except to go to the beach, then I'm gonna move to Venice. I mean, it's not a bad lifestyle.
Kurt Howard Hughes Braunohler.
Oh yeah, just touching things and cleaning up
Immediately.
touching the door handle 16 times before
God.
leaving.
Scrubbing the sand on the way out to the beach.
I have to clean each individual piece of sand.
Venice seemed really cool.
Yeah.
A little bit like St. Mark's Place.
Yo, dude, I got
Like
a
the beach
problem with
itself?
my bowl.
The-
There's a hole
Yeah,
in it.
That like
Yeah, the boardwalk, definitely.
The boardwalk area is dumb.
Yeah. Plus, there's people driving through them, killing people. That's just bananas.
that
to
was
me.
so scary.
What?
The video of the guy hitting
Some dude
people.
just took a car through Venice Boulevard to the boardwalk.
Oh,
and
it was
just
a guy. It was an
killed three-
old man. He was like over 80,
don't
and he
think so.
and he got his foot stuck on the gas.
Is that true?
You're an
'Cause I thought it was a
apologist.
young guy who-
I think we could
who
prosecute
said-
the hell out
Well,
of this guy.
the 80-year-old was in Santa Monica.
Oh, okay.
So this was in Venice
This
Beach.
was in Venice. This was a young guy. He said he just wanted to kill someone.
No.
And drove down. Yeah, it's disgusting. Drove down Venice Boulevard and killed two people.
Wow.
Cool story, bro.
Yeah, let me
Where do you guys
bring it down a little bit?
Where let's get into it. Where do you guys come down on the death penalty for that guy?
I don't know. I think you should just keep him in jail for a long time.
I think he should. I think it's worse to be kept in jail for the rest of your life than
Right?
to be
Yeah.
killed.
I feel like you should
Killing them is a relief.
But it's a lot more expensive too because
It's so much more expensive to go through the death trial,
Right.
And it's going to be appealed. And it's going to be all that shit.
take a long time.
It's so weird. Why do people really love the death penalty? Like, don't they realize it's probably much worse to be in solitary confinement for the rest of your life?
95 years?
For 90 years? Like, think about how crazy and horrible it would be to just be in a room by yourself for 40 years. That's what it is.
And I really like myself a
Yeah.
lot, but
Yeah, you just go insane, and then it would be just torture.
Oh,
I feel like my punishment for this guy, the best case scenario in my head was to put him in like a Pope-mobile type box on Venice Boulevard, on the boardwalk.
Oh, I like
be
this
trapped
already.
in
Yeah, I mean, like
I like this already.
He would never be killed, and he would always want to be.
Yeah.
You know, he might want to die, but
Yeah.
he's in a bulletproof thing. Just have a slot for hot ham and cheeses or something, you know, and that's all he gets.
Oh wait!
he's a vegetarian.
this really doesn't sound like much of a
This
punishment.
is kind of like
This
sounds
is kinda
nice.
awesome.
Yeah, he gets to
This is
see.
sort of like a David
He gets
Blaine
to see the people
situation.
he wants to see. I
There's
think
a lot
you
of tits
shouldn't
on the
be in
boardwalk,
charge.
you know?
I'm going to say you're not going to be in charge.
Yeah. I think we're obsessed with it because it's like we feel like we're dispensing super justice by putting somebody to death.
Yeah, it feels. Yeah, I guess that's what it is.
I have the power to make you die.
Did you see this? Like, there was a documentary on HBO about the home invasion. The guys who like home invaded the family in Connecticut and raped and murdered their daughters and killed the wife, and then they wanted to give them the death penalty. Did you hear about that? It's fucking.
Was it sponsored
crazy.
by ADT or something like that?
Yeah, the whole time. After the movie's over, they go, "This is how it would have
could have happened
with ADT." What an awful thing!
First month is free, bro.
Dude, home invasions are terrifying.
Hide your kids, hide your wife.
Terrifying
Have
idea.
you been broken into?
Knock on wood, I have not. Nice record player. Really nice.
We're burning a vinyl backup of the podcast.
That's our triple backup.
We're going to send it
Have
to
you
Kill
been
Rock
broken in?
Stars just to
Yeah.
see if
They want to put it out as an album.
Yeah.
No, I don't believe I've ever been broken into.
Yeah, anybody been burgled
I
here?
actually have. I
Yeah?
lived in Dayton, and beside me was Robert Pollard. I lived beside Robert Pollard.
Who's
and
Robert Pollard?
Robert Pollard. Go
The
ahead,
lead
Dave.
singer from Guided by Voices.
Oh.
He's a rocker.
Big, yeah.
The guy who killed himself. No.
No.
What? No.
No.
He
I'm learning a lot today.
What do you mean? He's dead?
breaking news.
Kurt
I always
Braunohler
get-
has
I always
killed
get guided-
Robert Pollard.
I always get
Delaware.
guided by voices and the band before
Joy Division.
Joy Division confused.
How is that possible?
I don't know. Just the names, maybe.
Guided by Voices, Joy Division.
Okay.
I don't know.
That's okay.
Right? They don't sound alike.
No,
The music doesn't
really.
sound the same. No.
But that guy
He
definitely killed himself.
And wasn't his name Kirk?
It was
What was
Curtis.
his Curtis.
Stephen Curtis? No.
Yeah.
Curtis Smith.
You're just thinking of the Smiths.
Ian Curtis is his
Ian
name.
Curtis. There we go.
Yeah,
Nice work.
he hung himself the night before he went to. They're supposed to do their first U.S. tour.
Wow. So they never even made it here.
No, but then New Order blew
And then
up.
they became New Order.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's a really two different sounding bands.
Did not sound anything alike.
No. That is kind of crazy.
I like Joy Division. I don't really like New Order.
Do you think he ever was broken into?
I bet you he was. Manchester? Come on.
Yeah, they're hurting.
During that time?
Yeah, they were
That was
broke.
crazy.
They were broke.
So, Jeremy, what happened in Dayton,
Also
Ohio?
super into
Oh,
heroin.
Oh,
Super into heroin.
super into heroin.
You know, it's difficult to just be kind of into heroin.
No, you're-
apparently.
I think you either
Yeah.
commit or you don't.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I never have.
Well, a lot of the jazz guys got it right. They're like old and 80, 90 years old. They're still doing heroin.
Right?
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you
Some of
snort,
them,
if
and
you
some of them
snort it,
screwed
it's
up
not
real
that
bad, you know? Charlie
Snorting is
Parker
not like
screwed up
doing
bad.
heroin.
Kids,
Right,
you
that's
can't
like
learn
heroin
anything
light.
from
Yeah.
us.
Yeah.
Don't learn from us, kids.
Well, in Dayton, when I lived beside Pollard, we had a crackhead because they broke in our back window, snuck in when we weren't home.
Did they push in your air conditioner?
No, is that a metaphor?
No.
They
That's such a great push in your air conditioner. That's really
I think
funny.
we should set the precedence for what that metaphor is.
Yeah,
what
it
I
is. You just coined it. It's been coined.
You know what that reminds me of is the
What can that
movie
possibly remind you of?
High Fidelity.
Okay.
Then there's like a dream sequence when Tim Roth walks into.
Oh, that's amazing.
And then
Yeah.
the little guy like wiggles the air conditioner out of the thing and then just throws it at Tim Roth's head and it just bounces off. It's such a funny fucking thing.
I'm going to push in your air conditioner right now. No, there was no air conditioner.
I'm sorry. It's a very Brooklyn way to get broken into. People just break in your air
Push in
conditioner.
your air
Wow.
conditioner.
Yeah.
Didn't know
Push it
that.
in.
That seems kind of difficult to do though because they're usually pushing it in.
Yeah.
That's actually pretty smart.
Smart.
My worst case scenario right now is somebody's going to push in my air conditioner and home invade us during this.
Oh my goodness.
During the home invasion, he got his air conditioner pushed in.
No, but
Naughty.
back in Dayton, I think they were crackheads and they just stole my change. And this is when
Your
the
change!
Yeah, I had a jar of change. They stole that. They got my closet and I had bought Christmas presents for my nieces and nephew.
Oh.
And they stole the Star Wars. That's when the new Star Wars came out, and they stole not Boba Fett, the red dude with they stole
Yeah.
his
Darth
action
Maul?
figure.
Darth Maul.
But they left the other stuff.
Yeah, they stole 3 action
left
figures.
Jar
and
Jar.
changed.
They left Jar Jar.
You got broken into by 7-year-olds.
Yeah, who like candy. Yeah,
Let's take the most valuable things. Jar of change.
Jar of change.
Darth Maul.
I think at that point, like the Star Wars movie had just came out and
It
they
just
thought,
dropped, and everybody
Oh, yeah,
loved
it was
it.
huge, yeah.
Everybody loved that movie.
Anyway, that's my break-in
big
story.
Star Wars fans.
Oddly enough, another separate Dayton break-in was at a car lot, and somebody broke into my car and stole all the change out of the.
Really?
That's what's happened to me before.
My
you
car's
know?
been broken into.
Yeah.
And change, bag of chips.
My car
What
was
kind of
broken
chips?
into where they cut the horn. I don't know how.
Oh, the airbag. Maybe trying to get the airbag.
Maybe they cut the horn, got in, and took just the GPS, and that was it. But it was a very polite break-in. Like nothing was broken.
Right.
They jimmied the lock, cut the horn, stole my GPS. It seemed like a lot of work.
Did they relock the door?
Left a mint.
The door
Yes,
was
left a
relocked.
mint.
It's
Yeah.
relocked.
The door was relocked.
Oh, that's
Is this in LA or in New
It was
York?
in New York.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I've
It was like like they were class acts.
I
Really
drive the
good
worst
guy.
car in
I wanted to
Brooklyn, so I have
recognize
no danger. I have total
Until he
green
has
point
to go
camouflage.
somewhere
Yeah.
and can't find his GPS. And then we got him.
No, but then I was like, holy shit! I guess I got broken into, and then I was trying to honk my horn, and I was like, I guess they cut the horn. What? Because maybe like
For the alarm.
right?
They're so polite; they didn't want to wake anybody up while
Yeah,
they
yeah.
were
They
they
get
were
under
robbing
there.
your car.
They snipped the one wire.
These guys sound
the horn
lovely.
wire. They're
They
really
sound
nice
like
guys.
Really stand up.
They
that
not only
happen
they're
here in Park Slope?
professional. Yeah, in South Slope, like more like Sunset Park,
I have
26th Street.
I had a girlfriend stay the night one night, and this is Park Slope, and it's not. For people who don't live here, I guess it's cushy and it's puppies and babies.
Yeah.
And I had a girlfriend go to. We both went to work one morning, and she went out to get in her car, and her car was gone. Honda Civic.
Honda
which apparently
Civic.
is the number one
Yeah.
stolen car in America. Gone.
I have a Honda
Park
Civic.
Slope. You're fucked.
Yeah.
Yeah, you look fucked.
Well, you know what they love to do is they just take the
The wheels, bro.
they just take the
they don't
wheels.
do that anymore, do they?
No, they just take the airbags because each airbag's worth $1,000.
$1,000. Yep.
Not
you
bad
had
for a
that
nice
sort of
works.
Yeah, two $2,000.
Yeah.
and if it's a newer one, you get like $4,000 because there's like side
There's extra airbags.
Yeah,
Copper and airbags. That's where business I'm going into.
yeah.
If we don't get enough donations for this podcast,
We're going to be
it
cutting
seems like we're gonna
airbags
get a
out
lot
of
of
Honda
airbags.
Civics. Yeah,
You guys gonna ask for donations for the podcast, the old PC?
Yeah.
yeah. Petty cash. We need petty
we
cash.
need petty cash. We want to go on
Fake
all
us-
these adventures.
yeah,
and take,
fake us your
take our
receipts.
guests with us.
Oh, that's pretty great.
Yeah,
You know?
we'll be
Nice.
happy.
So
to,
wait a second. So I get the shitty one. I get the basement apartment adventure, and then everybody else gets to go on a fucking adventure.
Oh
with
no,
you
they're all
guys?
going to be
No, no, no,
recorded
no,
in
it's
this
all
nice
gonna be-
studio.
yeah,
okay.
yeah, it's fine.
But other people are going to go on an adventure. You're saying?
I wouldn't call it an adventure.
We're gonna blindfold them, put them in a minivan.
Okay, we're gonna scrap this one. We're just gonna go to LA in a month and a half, and we'll do something fun with Kurt. Okay,
We
guys?
have to protect the brand. Protect the brand.
Protect the brand. That's the creepiest thing to say. I love it. You should make T-shirts.
The
Protect the
brand.
brand. Yeah.
Episode
With our
1.
stupid faces on it.
Yeah.
Protect the band. Protect the band. Protect the brand. Push in the air conditioner. That's what it is. T-shirts coming episode 3.
Right.
We've trampled a lot of fresh snow tonight.
Yeah. Kind of beautiful.
What do you know about Portland? As far as
I recorded my album there.
right,
Yeah.
Sub Pop. It's on out on Sub Pop. Yep.
Kill
No,
Rock
Kill
Stars.
Rockstars, dude. Jesus Christ.
Protect
guys.
the brand, asshole.
Start
Protect
again.
the brand.
Start again.
So,
So,
No, guys.
Sub Pop.
Keep the mistakes. Keep the mistakes. Weave them in.
See, this is another thing. You're a podcast expert. I
Yeah,
listened
you
to
said
several
four-
of your
come on.
podcasts.
4 different
yesterday,
podcasts for the
and-
Nerdist.
Yeah.
Four different formats. Yeah.
4 different.
The
formats.
newest one just came out, which I'm very proud of.
is it written or?
No, all of them. Fact Time is not written. Fact Time, I improvised with Paul like a 39-minute conversation, and then I brought Matt Oberg in, who's an improviser, and then we kind of did. It's a Radiolab parody. So then we did kind of the Jad Abumrad and the other guy thing, where I just tell him the story, and then it's cut together like Radiolab. I don't know if you guys listen to Radiolab, but I'm pretty proud of it.
Apparently not.
You guys don't know what Radio Lab is.
We're white people, but we don't listen to NPR. It's really weird. We go against type.
Hey, how about we answer some Twitter questions, guys?
Yay! Next time I want you guys to join in a little earlier.
Ready?
Right?
Ready?
You go lowest down.
Yay!
Let him ask the question.
Yeah, let's
first.
do it.
Yeah.
All right, here's the first question.
Ready?
No.
You made these up. You made these up. This is your
These are
first
from a lot-
episode.
these are from people.
No one's
Kurt-
tweeted about
have Kurt
this
read them.
We have.
show. This
We
is
really
brand
did.
new.
Have Kurt read them.
Do you want to read some?
Yeah,
You can't
of your
read.
made-up Twitter questions.
No, they're actually
that
They're
you
real.
invented.
Jeez.
Yeah, no
They're
worries.
nice,
Yeah, you guys wrote before I got here.
Oh my god.
That's all we wrote.
Okay, and here goes. Is X really the number of pigs in a barn?
Start with number
Pigs in a
one.
barn.
That was real. We couldn't make that up.
Okay, here goes. Is X really the number of pigs in a barn? Pigs in a barn.
Yes, that was like a Pete reference. It was
Okay.
really
X equals Y.
All right, there's number 1 and number 2 on there. There's
Oh right,
there's
I
the
see.
ones.
I see. In their
The other ones
in
are-
their fictional world, where are Pete and Pete now in their lives? Who's married, arrested, and dead?
And what is
How about this? I'm going to change that. Fuck, marry, kill. Big Pete, Little Pete, and Artie.
Of course you
Fuck,
want.
marry, kill.
Of course you want to marry me because I'm stable.
You're unstable.
What are you talking
You're such a
about?
moody teenager. I would say Little Pete was more stable. He was like the Rock. He was a Gibraltar.
Was he the fuck,
well, then
marry,
you
or
just
kill
fuck me
rock?
then,
Yeah,
I
which
guess.
way?
Yeah, I have to fuck one of the people in this room or Artie. Artie would probably be pretty crazy in the sack.
Toby lives in LA, so you could get some
Oh, you could, yeah. You definitely get a little piece of him.
field experience.
Yeah, I guess it would have to be fuck Artie. Well, no, I don't want to kill either of you, so I'm not. I'd have to kill Artie and fuck one of you. I don't like this game.
And I'm not
Wait,
marrying the other one.
I don't like this game.
How quickly you've decided that was a bad idea.
So, what do you think in fictional world? Where are Pete and Pete now?
right now?
I'm probably a bus driver or like a bus driver supervisor.
Okay, or I can also imagine like a librarian, a male librarian.
A male librarian, like a male nurse, but librarian. But librarian.
You know, like the
One
very.
of only 3 in the whole state of New York.
I know more than one person who's a librarian. Who's
Do you really?
Who's a guy?
I
Yeah.
do too, actually.
And what are they? They're the type of people who I feel like are so. They're so. Like when you knew them when you were younger, they're like super hipsters and like they're really into specific art and stuff like that. And you're like, what is this person going to do with their life? And they're like, oh, you're going to be a librarian. Yeah, that totally makes sense.
What are you going to do with your life?
You're like kind of
to
quiet.
do decimal systems.
Yeah, you love organizing.
The study
things.
of organizing.
Yeah.
One
So
of-
where's Little Pete?
Yeah, where's Little Pete?
I think, I don't know, maybe a roadie for Arcade Fire.
Yeah, right? You guys both thought of these answers before, didn't you? I love that you've thought about this. Have you thought about it
Can you
before?
tell how little we've thought about it?
Come on.
All right, ready?
Question 2.
There's a page of Billy Joel notes.
They all say Elton John on it.
Your podcast, and this is from Justin G. His Twitter handle is @privilegedskin.
Well, that says a lot.
Alrighty. Your podcast premieres on my B-Day, so I know you'll answer my question. Ha ha. Who introduced you guys to punk? Any fave bands? Who?
What's a fave band?
Fave band.
You
Any
know,
fave band?
The
My
bands that you
bands?
fave them.
Yeah. Which bands have you? How many
you
tweets have you
faved?
faved of
Yeah.
those?
I've faved a lot.
Faved a lot of bands.
Faved a lot of bands.
First punk band.
I guess would be the Stooges or the Ramones, I would imagine.
Really?
Probably
Stooges?
Stooges. Probably
Really?
Stooges.
Well, because
Stooges, I feel like, is not a punk band that you would like get into first.
Right.
well,
It's a
Right?
progression.
Yeah, like
Well, we were a
Stooges is
little
something you
different,
come to
though.
much later.
you know, 'cause
maybe Dead
Iggy Pop
Kennedy-
was on the show.
Maybe
and,
Dead
like,
Kennedys, but Stooges is how we were
I
both
think
first
so.
introduced.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Because that's right, Iggy Pop was on the show.
right.
Gateway
Yeah.
drug.
And my
Yeah.
my dad was like, "You don't know who Iggy Pop is, you moron. Here's a Stooges record.
Okay.
Now listen to it. Now here's a CD. Now go get him to sign an autograph.
Oh, that's pretty awesome.
Here's some broken glass. Get him to roll
Yeah, get
in
him to
this.
roll. Get him to run around.
I'm trying to think who mine was. Mine was, I think, maybe... I don't know, probably maybe Bikini Kill? I would think.
like
That's
them a
probably
lot,
the
too.
first...
Tardy to the party.
Yeah. Tardy to the party.
I don't know, man. I feel like I got into punk way late.
I'm pretty sure the questions were for me and Danny. Not for you.
Why are you looking at me?
We're gonna
Not
answer
for
it.
you, asshole.
We're gonna
I'm
answer.
gonna say Rancid. It was late in the game.
Okay.
Rancid.
Rancid. Okay.
I'm gonna say old
San
Rancid.
Francisco.
Can I also say I like Bad Religion a whole lot?
Yeah, you
That's
can.
one of my favorites.
You
But
know
there
what? But
wasn't-
let's talk about Bad Religion for a second.
I
Almost every album is exactly the same as every other album, and they've done like 20 albums.
yeah.
A very
Like if you listen
similar
to Generator,
material. Yeah.
like Generator is essentially their entire career, and that was like 20 years ago.
Generator, No Control.
Yeah, they're all
I want to
like
conquer the
a
world.
rock, like a stallion, like
Like
a
a
talking at a bomb.
Well, I just like
But also that
I just
guy's
like
a
you
fucking
get
professor.
So much, yeah, I was gonna say you get so much information out of each Bad Religion song.
But how can you do? That's my question here. Like punk music, I love punk rock.
How do
At
you-
a certain point,
How do you pack so much into it?
no, at a certain point, you've got to get bored. As a musician, it's got to get boring.
Mostly
to
for the
do
drummer.
Only yes.
I think the drummers must have a great time. They could do fills and things.
Really quick fills.
Yeah,
though.
yeah.
But I mean, like, you think about it, right? I mean, like, if you're writing a punk song over and over and over and over
That's
again,
why I think they all go into ska at some point.
they dip into it.
There's like
they
a
dip their
ska
toe.
break during
Right.
Yeah.
So John Doe was in that band X. X was like
Yeah.
a pretty awesome LA punk rock band, and then John Doe decides to do like slow, like acoustic, like country music now.
Yeah.
Or the Knitters.
And that's like and he is all about it. So he got his like punk rock out,
Yeah.
and then decides.
I mean, I guess
to
it's unfair.
get his granola out.
It's unfair to say punk in general. I would say like your classic kind of like I would say like Bad Religion. You know, it's more of a criticism of Bad Religion and less a criticism of punk rock in general. Do you know what I mean? Because you could describe like someone like Ted Leo as punk, I think. But Ted Leo
Is still doing
lots
new
of
stuff.
different.
He
It's
does lots
different.
of-
It's
yeah.
different sounds. It doesn't sound like a punk rock song.
Like the Clash was a quintessential punk rock band for 2 records, and then
Right. And then
was
totally
a
changed.
Total, I guess, pop band.
Yeah, I would say
And
that
a
they're
great pop band.
They're a
like-
pop band. Yeah, Clash is. I think everybody agrees that Clash is a pop band.
You hear that, Joe Strummer?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh.
too soon.
You've been categorized.
All right, I'm gonna ask the next one, and it's probably the best one I've seen, and
Okay.
it's from my cousin Appo Balin, and it's
Oh,
called.
this is nepotism, dude.
It might
You
be,
kidding?
but
bullshit.
it's a great question, and I think Kurt, you're gonna have a great answer for this. Do
Okay.
vampires go to the bathroom, and where does all the blood go that they drink? A non-Pete related question.
Let me see this question.
Do vampires go to the bathroom?
Yeah.
No,
I think it's absorbed.
they're dead inside.
They
Right?
need that
there's
blood.
nothing
It's
normal.
like
Right?
Mike. Yeah.
You know, it really depends on which vampire.
Mike, are you
It's
really
a-
dead
It's a
inside?
vampire to vampire.
Do girl vampires go to the bathroom 2 at a time?
Yeah. Because that's just fun. They're just having chats.
They're talking about stuff.
Yeah.
I needed to get you here alone so we can talk.
What's the rest of the question?
Here's the
The rest of it, that's it.
That's it.
It's a 3-part.
Did
Yeah,
they pee
that's
or
it.
do
Oh,
they
wait, it's
not?
3-part?
It's a 3-part.
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
Here's the last one. Has being a Pete ever ruined your life in some way?
It's my girlfriend, guys.
That's all. Put her on.
Yeah?
That's live.
No. She wouldn't like that.
Yeah, no. He'd like to go back to California.
Today.
Oh, it's 5:45.
Yeah, it's getting there.
Yeah.
So has a Pete ever ruined your life? I guess
Pete?
it doesn't apply to you, but you guys.
Why don't you read the question again?
Has being a Pete ever ruined your life? It's the third time.
No.
Yeah, I'm going to have to say no as well. In fact, it's only benefited my life.
Yeah, you can't even stay neutral on that shit.
Yeah. Gotten out of a lot of tickets.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
No, you haven't.
I swear.
I've
I
been just
swear.
saying,
What do you say? What do you say?
No, I've gotten no,
Two DWIs.
They have not been DWIs. They have been speeding and only speeding.
And what do you
Speeding
do? What do you say?
And twice I've given my license, and both times looked at it, and then he's like, "Oh, he's like, I used to watch the Adventures of P&P with my kid." He's like, "Do you got any outstanding warrants or anything?" I said,
No.
no, I got
No,
nothing.
it's
He's like, "Oh, I'm just going to check if you're clear. I'll let you go."
Wow, that's pretty great.
Both times in
wave,
Jersey.
everybody. There we go. Wave Jersey. Nutley, New Jersey.
I've never had my life ruined by Pete and Pete.
Never.
I can't think of one person who has.
No one has.
Exactly.
No one has.
It's one of those things.
It's a dumb question.
I've had my life ruined by being on.
Give me that person's Twitter name. I'm going to block them.
What about your day? No, I'm just kidding. I think that's all. I think
Awesome,
that's all
guys.
of our goods. Anybody have anything?
Well, congratulations on your premiere episode.
Thank you for coming all the way here from
from
Los
California.
Angeles.
I can't believe that you did that.
Yeah,
and
to
the
a
checks in the
basement.
mail.
Thank you.
We apologize for the guy breaking into your car right now out front.
That's one of your
It's that
friends.
airbag money.
Getting that airbag money.
And give us some plugs.
My album's on Kill Rock Stars, and my podcast is on Nerdist. Go check it out.
And his balls are on the couch right now.
Oh, man.
Yeah, wow.
Why did I look
Right now.
over, too?
Yeah,
What the
there they
fuck
are.
is wrong with me?
Thank you, listeners.
And thank you, Kurt.
Goodbye.
Well, Kurt has left the building. Mike gave him a nice parting gift. What was it again?
I gave him a sweatshirt.
What did it say on it?
It said 50,000 balls, a tennis documentary.
Why are you being so standoffish now?
I hate to see all my 50,000 balls leave at once.
Thanks for listening, and check back with us next month as we will be going on another adventure. And if you can, and you like the podcast, please donate to it. It helps us get on the adventure tip for all the stuff that we want to bring to you.
Herpes.
Not herpes.
Well, let's not rule it out.
So there you have it. As the winds of change blow steadily against us, we remember the lessons the day has brought. Don't break into Kurt Braunohler's car. Strippers in Portland. Everyone's nice. But most of all, remember that your fake TV brothers are here for you and will always have your backs adventure after adventure.
The Adventures of Danny and Mike stars Danny Tamberelli and Mike Barone. The show is produced by Jeremy Balin and Marianne Ways. The podcast is part of the Feral Audio Podcasting Collective and can be found on their website at feralaudio.com. For more information on how you can contribute to the show, whether it be joining us live during one of our adventures or submitting questions to the guys, visit our website at theadventuresofdannyandmike.com. Also, look us up on Twitter at Danny and Mike with the "and" spelled out, and on Facebook at facebook.com/The Adventures of Danny and Mike. Thanks for listening.